In a world where everything happens so fast, it's easy to miss things. Like when you're scrolling through your phone, you might miss an important message or a notification. Or when you're driving down the road, you might miss a beautiful sunset because you were stuck in traffic. And sometimes you miss out on watching the people you care about grow up and change. There was a Snail who knew what it was like to miss out on things. In fact, he missed out on almost everything that happened around him because he moved so slowly. He would set out to do something like take a walk in the garden or go visit his friend, the ladybug, but he moved so slowly that by the time he got there, whatever it was he had hoped to see or do would already be over. So he learned not to make plans or set goals, because he would just end up disappointed. The one thing he never missed, though, was watching the moon rise. Every night before the sun went down, he would find a spot that overlooked the meadow, and then he would wait. Sometimes the sun would dip below the horizon, and the sky would turn a deep blue before the moon peeked out from behind a cloud. Other times, the sun would set, and the moon would immediately rise, its silver glow illuminating the darkness. But no matter how long it took, he would wait patiently. There was something about the slow, steady progress of the moon as it climbed higher and higher into the sky that made him feel calm and at peace. It didn't matter how many clouds got in the way or how quickly the stars twinkled into existence. He knew that if he just waited long enough, the moon would eventually rise and its light would fill the world once again. So he would sit there for hours, sometimes all night, just waiting. And as the moon climbed higher and higher in the sky, he would inch closer and closer to the top of his rock. As the first rays of moonlight hit his shell, he would wiggle his way up just a little bit more until his whole body was bathed in silvery light. Then he would close his eyes, feeling the warmth of the moon's glow all around him, and he would sleep. One night, as the moon climbed higher and higher into the sky, he felt something new, something different. He could feel the warmth of the moon's glow all around him. But he also felt something touching his shell. He opened his eyes and looked down to see a tiny twig that had fallen from a nearby tree. The moonlight was shining through the holes in his shell and making it sparkle like 1,000 tiny stars. It was so beautiful that he didn't want to move. Then he noticed something else. As the moonlight shone through the holes in his shell, it made him look like the moon itself. He was surrounded by a circle of silvery light, and the darkness seemed to fade away until all he could see was the brightness of the moon. He felt like he was floating, like he was weightless, like he was free. And in that moment, he understood that the moon wasn't just a beautiful thing to watch. It was a part of him, too. He was a creature of the night, and the moon was his home. He belonged to the darkness, and the moon was his light.